and a member of the University Health Network. In order to
Calling
keep you
my
safe,
mom at the Toronto rehab, make sure she's still there, and then I'm gonna have to. I made that off. Get worries about. I've been in severe depression and dystonia, really severe. I'm severely ill as well. I'm be off.
Good afternoon, 5 Star. This is Mary Jane. May I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to Janet Benson, please. It's Cheryl Benson, her daughter.
Okay, can you please hold?
Yeah.
It's your daughter.
hello.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? How are you doing?
I'm trying to eat. Well, I'll have to hang up a minute.
I need to talk to you.
Well, then you'll have to wait. I'm trying to eat. My mouth's full of food, and I can't talk right now.
Okay, I can't usually use the phone, and it's important. I'll try.
Well, what is it?
I'll
What
try,
is it?
I'll try to phone back in a few minutes. What, 20 minutes?
No, well, go ahead.
Um. They're pushing you into Altamont in the country without giving you any choices.
Well, I'm not going.
Well, you have to.
Oh, hello, just a minute. I'm only going where you want me to go.
I want you near me. They're refusing to take you to any homes near me. I also told you before that Michelle Grant, the woman that's been in your home and took your cat, wouldn't give me her last name, who took you to Altamont in the country, and she lives near there. She wouldn't give me her last name until I threatened the police.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do now?
Well, the last time you told me to get rid of her and to report her. So the CCAC, the Sprint,
Need milk in it.
and
Need milk in it. I'm trying to get my dinner and they're fighting.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get you out of there soon. I think we're going to have a lawyer get involved here.
Well, we have to pay the pigs.
I don't care. It's worth it for me. I'm not having you taken away that I'll never see you again by some stranger. But it's also I'm being asked about your property.
Well, they can't touch it. We have to keep away from my stuff.
She can if she takes over guardianship over you.
Well, just a minute.
I got some sugar.
I can't eat my dinner now. It's all garbage anyway. I gotta get out of here. I don't know what I'm doing because these cunts are lying to me.
Yeah, I know. They've been lying to me too. They didn't tell me about Altamont. They kept it a secret for a long time. I found out from a nurse, and then finally your social worker told me.
So what should we do?
So I'm going to be contacting. I'm in really bad shape myself, and I'm very depressed. I'm going to be contacting the lawyer, and I'll.
You're up, honey. I don't want you to be upset.
I am. You're my mom.
No. Just a minute.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, how did you...
You gotta start controlling yourself.
I'm depressed. You're on medication. I'm not. And how did you feel when your mom was dying, Mom? Come on.
Put up with it. What could I do?
Well, I'm not in very much shape to do anything either. I'm trying.
Well, stop bawling. I can't talk to you when you're bawling. Here comes an old crazy man trying to take my food.
Oh, great.
Just a minute. Get out of here. Hey, Cindy, get him out of here. It's crazy.
Hey, the social worker told me she tells you all my conversations. I asked if you've been taken to see any other homes. She said no. They're not doing anything to stop Altamont. I need to get there to make you phone there and cancel it, and other ones be be set up. I need someone else to do it because I'm too sick. I still need medical care, and
There's a pig here yapping, and I can't hear anything.
Okay, I just got new phones because my phone broke. So it's not charged enough.
Yeah.
They just came this afternoon.
Shut up, you old pig. Get out of here. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. This old sick woman's trying to hit me. She's crazy.
Yeah, well, there's all different levels in their behavior problems.
They're all crazy, Cheryl. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, I was there when I visited you. I saw.
They're really crazy.
There's a big difference between you and other people in there.
And also the food's terrible. I can't eat it.
Well, you've had trouble with your food for a long time. Your taste buds aren't.
It's not my taste buds. The food's rotten.
Well, it's hot. It's hot.
Let's not argue the point. I'm the one that eats it. You aren't.
It's hospital food, Mom. What do you expect?
Well, that's it. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, it's October 7th, 2015, at my mom, Janet Benson. I'm Cheryl Benson. I wish I had gotten, before she said to get rid of Grant when she found out that she wouldn't give me her last name. And I had to threaten the police. This is an EMS person who I asked if she was with a volunteer for seniors. They go in, they have a program, the EMS program for seniors, and she said that she wasn't. I did use the word volunteer, but it is a program, and she was in it in 2014. I would suspect that perhaps that she still is in it. And all this has been done behind my back. I didn't get it out of the social worker until a little while ago. That even the EMSF person didn't even tell me when she talked to me on the phone. I had to threaten the police to get her last name. Also, I lost her phone number, and which they let her know she hasn't called or have them to pass it on again. And they're not canceling Altamont. So I'm in really bad shape. I'm severely ill with myalgic encephalomyelitis, moderate to severe, from 1991 to 2003, and after that I was repeatedly brain and body damaged 4 times in 3 months. A misdiagnosis of bipolar. I had all my muscles and ligaments damaged. I had a lead pipe dystonic reaction, and I was told not to go back to the ER. I was given, I was given 3 more bipolar cocktails, each one that I had severe reactions to. That caused more damage, including paralysis again, and another acute dystonic reaction, which I was in the ER. I was left going acute dystonic reaction with seizures from in here in my apartment from about 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 10 o'clock at night. There's the incidents that I also had a stroke at the beginning of January 2004. The medical records are wrong. I went later, a day or 2 later. I wouldn't go because of what was happening in the hospitals. My right side paralyzed. It was week after, and my left leg had been withering for some time, and the paralysis actually started for some days. Still have my myalgic encephalomyelitis got severe at when the brain body damage, because the repeated And the dystonia's way, it really progressed. It was bad then. I've had some things that made it better, and then I got go sort of in spurts. I also have fibromyalgia since 1990. Both were diagnosed by specialists. The ME was diagnosed by two infectious disease specialists, 1991 and 1994, the fibro in 1990. I always saw also had services from CCAC since '97, and they didn't acknowledge what I needed for the nausea, conceptualitis, and the fibro. I was fortunate to have somebody to come in and clean my home, but what I really needed was somebody to help me bathe, somebody to help me change my clothes when I need it, and somebody to do grocery shopping. Because I just keep crashing and relapsing. Any exertion, mental or physical, causes you to relapse to lower function level and more symptoms come out. So the dystonia equals 18 to 24 hours a day of exercise, so I never get a chance to recoup unless I'm sleeping. And it's gotten, it progressed over the years. Most dystonias are progressive. Some with cervicals aren't, but even a lot of them progress. I'm in really bad shape, and also my speech has been repeatedly affected. It was affected in January 2003 with and I was unconscious on the couch. Also, I was bent down and hunched over and shuffling, bent down like an accordion. I left a message for my doctor, and I tried to get to my bedroom, and I fortunately landed on the couch, but instead of the floor, but it didn't smash my face in. I was semi-unconscious or unconscious and paralyzed for 2.5 hours with my mouth into the couch, so I wasn't getting enough oxygen either. So that would have, I think, something to do with it as well. The dystonic lead pipe dystonia was about a week later. He begged me not to go back to ER, saying they'd damage me more. He sent down a mannitine and I had lead pipe dystonic reaction. My arms were frozen in the air and my legs out. He actually asked me to wait a day. This was my GP. Then somebody drive me up there with my arms up in the car, and with everybody staring at me. He said it was tardive dyskinesia, and not to worry. He had a male who had it before, and he knew what to do. I was also being given neuroleptics as sleeping pills, but most of the drugs that are on can cause dystonia, and quite a few neuroleptic malignant syndrome. And I had 2 more reactions after that. Another full body paralysis with a valproic acid cocktail, and acute dystonic reaction with my whole body arched backwards and pounding on the floor with seizures in between my body. Would go flaccid, weak, and I'd be having seizures, not able to talk. And the EMS, the trainees, the supervisor stayed in my bedroom for heaven's sakes. It took them like an hour and a half to take me out. And I was left pounding, even when in the hospital until close to 10 o'clock at night. But one of the trainees asking me if I had a panic attack, if I'm not a violent person, but if I could have spoken, I would have really had some nasty words for her and also for the EMS in my bedroom. EMS has been a problem, actually, not all of them, but a lot. Anyway, I was left on medications that you don't give to people with dystonia because it, and mixed together because it makes it worse. Antidepressants, most of them can cause dystonia and make it worse. And I had a stroke coming off the drugs way too fast. I haven't met a doctor yet that knows how to withdraw patients properly from medications or alleged pharmaceutical experts. If anybody had read my medical files that they kept asking, they would have seen that I could only tolerate very small doses of antidepressants and build up very, very slowly, and I didn't tolerate them all. And I didn't really need antidepressants, and I need my sensory overload brought down. So there's a lot more to this. The last round was Christmas Eve. I started having body paralysis at the end of the later half of 2010, and it was like alive inside. My body was like a coffin. It's actually the way that my body cramps up now from the dystonia. There's paralysis with ME, myalgic encephalomyelitis as well. I have low blood volume. It's called hemophilia. It's the hemocrat is the same as a normal person. It's not. It doesn't show as anemic. It's not a CBC count, blood cell count. So I'm in really bad need. I'm in a lot of need myself. Medical care, and all during the time of after the brain body damage, I started being abused by the home care from the CCAC. I was left in bed, contorted, rigid, unable to move, too weak, left in my own mess in bed, my clothes not changed, bed pans put in the top of the closet where I wouldn't be able to reach them, repeated theft, my water jugs kept by my bed, full of mold, watching soap operas. Had a TV turn off maybe over a decade ago, but watching soap operas instead of doing a job, putting the wheelchair at the end of the hall, saying if I wanted to get into it, I had to walk to it. Verbal abuse, threats. I was repeatedly threatened by staff that if I kept complaining, I'd be cut off. But my mom cut them off and reported to somebody that worked for Smitherman, and that turned out really bad. And we got dragged mistakenly through the health board because the director wouldn't come and visit, and I wasn't able to do anything. People on the internet tried to help type. I've had trouble typing even before the brain body damage. I crashed, relapsed, would be able to type or pick up and answer phones for days, weeks at a time, sometimes a month. Enough to cancel home care. So my mom became my caregiver, and my mom really came through, and it was hard on her. And she kept me alive. She got me clothes. She got me groceries. She kept my places. I live in an old apartment. I've been here over 20 years. She kept it spotless. She's a plant freak, and she loves planting. So I've had plants on my balcony. Flowers were brought in weekly, or I started getting them paying for them with my groceries. My mom really came through for me. With the bonding period, it's difficult as it was. And it's difficult for my mom that somebody's not there for her now, and she knew going in that I wouldn't be able to be. I want my mom kept close to me so that I can still get to her. I did make it out twice in a wheelchair, and one to save herself and one to see her. In Toronto, she was shocked when I came in. I was scared because the dystonia is so bad. I didn't know how I'd keep my arms down. I wanted Velcro tape or something to tie my arms down, at least the one for the control thing. I just got some in today because my arms will fly up to my chest, or they'll start doing weird stuff in the air, or they'll go behind my head. I have to get my central nervous system really ramped down. But I made it there. I meant to take a recording of her, but I forgot. I ended up having a seizure there. I have seizures every day. I went 3 years of really severe seizures, coming off 8 years of medication in a couple of months. One I've been on defective GABA for 12 years. High doses, the imidine. I needed to be brought off over a few years. I know one woman that was brought off over 6 medications, 6 years, and she had a hell of a time. She's beyond meds, and see it on the internet. So I want to be kept, my mom be kept close. The stranger has had her signed up at a place near her out in the country. It's over an hour away. I'd never see my mom again. If I can get people back in my life or new people to check up on her, I need people to help pick out homes, even for me. And my situation, my conditions need to be more stabilized. I need to be in a hospital for a while. I keep getting kicked out, abused and kicked out. The last one, I was so rigid from baclofen I couldn't move for hours at a time. I had EMS yelling and screaming at me when I told them sometimes I can't speak. I was diagnosed with intermittent dysteria in January 2003 in Toronto rehab, but it's more than that. My muscles were around my mouth were so damaged after the 4 adverse drug reactions in early 2003, in the first 3 months, that I couldn't hold food in my mouth. I had tremors on both my arms. They actually had the CCAC hired extra staff to be with me. She told me she'd seen it before and it'd go away, the tremors, which didn't. I've got a strong one on my right, which came up with a seizure in one seizure test that I had with lights were paralyzed in midair, which is, of course, isn't on the records, the paralysis, or my lower half repeatedly paralyzing. It's not noted either in several hospitals. So I had to wear a bib around me, and when I ate, she was feeding me with a spoon, and it took 6 months to a year for just the muscles around my mouth to, and it still sometimes it'll dribble out the side, for me to hold food in my mouth properly. I remember visiting a friend. He actually made it out to the country. I don't know how and whatever, where they lived, and it was my first time around other people, and I was really embarrassed because I couldn't hold I was getting better, doing better, but I couldn't hold food in my mouth. I still had to wear a bib, napkin, and not just on my chest, but on my lap. My speech got affected again repeatedly after. Some of it was the medication I was on, and my speech did improve. But then over time it worsened. Worsened again, also depending on what I am. So anyway, this is going to have to be edited or do another one for Mom. This is by the time I get myself stabilized enough to be able to sit up at the computer, and I pay for it for the ME with the dystonia and everything else the next day, and I was quite fairly active yesterday for me. You know, my mom was there for me, and I don't want to be. I want a place that has spike beds in it so that I can stay for a period of time. And with her, at the end, she might even survive me. I'm in really bad shape, health-wise in a lot of ways. I need a lot of medical care. The dystonia has to be brought under some control. I wouldn't be able to stay anywhere in the way that it is now because I'm left contorting and spasming in my bed every day. The only break I get, I'll get a few breaks, but the only real break I get is when I sleep. Okay, so this is going to have to be edited and try to get my mom on the thing again. Have to edit this. I don't know if I can put